Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to save hours of repetitive work by automating domain join with PowerShell. If you ever had to manually join multiple computers to Active Directory domain, you know how it is painful. Well, I have built a script that does it all for you. Bulk join, OU placement, logging, and even handling trusted host automatically. For system administrator, joining a computer to a domain is a routine but critical task. Doing it manually means logging into each machine, trying credential, and hoping nothing goes wrong. With this script, you can feed in CSV file of IP address, domain name, and OU path, and PowerShell take care of the rest. It is faster, safer, and give you clear log of what happened. So here we are talking about the prompt for credential, where we are giving the domain credential and we are giving the local credential, which is the remote machine credential. So generally, whenever you are building any machine from the template, the username and password is same, or you have to use the username that is by default configured for that template. So in a credential handling, first script prompt for your credential, both domain credential and local admin credential. This means you don't have to hardcode your password, which is a big security win. Once you enter those credentials, it will be reused for every server in the list. The second part, what we are doing is selecting CSV file. Instead of hard coding IP or domain, the script uses CSV file. Each row contains the computer IP, domain name, and the OU path. This makes it flexible. You can join different machine to different domain or OU in one run. And because you select the file with the file picker, you avoid mistakes with outdated list. And that is the reason we are using here file browser. Here we are giving the condition whether the file is selected or not. If it is not selected and if you hit the cancel button, then it will say no file selected and it will exit from the script. Once the CSV file is imported here, we will prepare the log file. Here we are saving the log file where we have selected the CSV file. So here we are splitting the path and then we are taking the path with the domain join log.csv name. Here we are backing up the current trusted host. So original trusted host. So whatever the data we have in a current status, we will get that saved in this variable. And this variable we are going to save in the later part, and I will talk about that. So here we are building the IP address list from the CSV because we want to save that in a trusted host, so it will not give us the error. Now what error we are getting by running the script, that I will show you first and then I will clear this comment out. Now we are here running the for each loop for all the server that is available in the CSV file. So we are picking the computer IP, domain name, and the OU path. Now here we are saying that okay, processing the computer IP for the domain join. And here we are opening the new PowerShell session with that computer IP address, and then we are using the local credential that we had given in the beginning of the script. And if there is an error, then we are saying okay, stop. Once we enable the session with that computer, we are using the same session by giving the session parameter here and the script block what we are giving here. The parameter we are taking from the from here, domain name, domain credential, and the OU path. If command, if there is a OU path blank, then we are adding the computer to the default OU with the AD computer. If we have given the OU path in the CSV file, then we are giving the another command which describe the OU path variable properly. But if it is a blank, then it will join the computer to the default OU that is set on the Active Directory. And here we are restarting the computer forcefully once the computer is joined to the domain. Here we are disconnecting the session once our domain join computer script is run on the computer and that computer is restarted. If there is any error during the script run, then it will capture in the log file and it will write that in a log file in append way. Now here this section I have commented out. So why we are using this section, right? I will show you that after running the script. So let me show my computer environment here. So this is my AD computer from where I'm running the script, and this is to new computer or new Windows server that has been built. Okay, so let me show you that. Okay, this is on a work group, and this is also again a work group. So we have to put this computer in a domain, but remotely. Okay, so I'm going to run the script, and then we'll see whether we are able to do that or not. So here it is asking for domain credential. So my domain credential start with SITech, which is the domain name, and then I'm using the administrator, which has the privileges to join the computer to the domain. So you have to ensure that you are using the account which have the delegated rights to join the computer to the domain. Now it is asking me the local credential to connect to the remote computer. My both computer has been deployed from the template and it has the single local account. So I'm giving the username in this format. Okay, now it is asking me to select the CSV file which have the IP, domain name and the OU path. So let me open this file first for you. Here we have a computer IP column, we have a domain name column and we have a OU path column. So currently we are joining all both the computer to the same domain, but we are giving the different OU path. One is a production and one is a development. So let me open the Active Directory for you so you will have the better understanding on that. Okay, so this is the application computer. Here there are two OU, development and the production. And how to get this path? If you are aware, if you are not aware, let me show you that. You just have to go to properties, go to attributes editor and then decommissioning. So you have to copy this path and put it there. If you are not able to view this, maybe you have to enable the advanced feature option, which might be disabled and then you are not able to do. If I go here, then you can see that the attribute option or tab is invisible. So I'm again going here. I'm clicking on the advanced feature, which is making me that tab visible like this. Okay. Once I copy this path and I want to know that whichever the OU I want to put this computer, I will put that OU name here, OU path here. Let me keep it open so we can monitor. Okay. So I'm selecting this book one CSV file which have two computer IP, this one and this one. Okay. I'll say open. Okay. And you can see here, it is giving me error. Failed to process this computer. This computer failed with the following error. And this is the WinRM client cannot process the request. Default authentication may be used with the IP addresses. Now, why we are not allowed to connect to that computer and why our PowerShell is giving that? Because of the trusted host. So whenever you are connecting any remote computer with the IP address, it is using the basic authentication and then our computer does not allow that. To allow those computers to run the script, we have to add that in a trusted host. And that is the reason we have to enable this command. So what we are doing here, so we are temporarily adding the IP address to trusted host. Okay, so this is the actual command that we are using, that whatever the IP address we are collecting from this command, that all IP address will be added to trusted host. And then we are giving the message trusted host temporarily set to this IP address. So whatever the IP address we are adding into the trusted host file, that will be visible here as well. Okay, and then we have to revert that setting back, right? So that is the reason we are reverting it at this position. So we are saying that if set item is equal to value original trusted host, which we are taking backup here. you can see here, we are backing up the current trusted host setting by saying get hyphen item, then this command, like this path, and whatever the value it has, we are taking it back up. And here we are saying that we have to revert the setting back to that file. If this file is not present, then we are saying this ws man localhost client trusted host to be forcefully set to blank. Okay, now I have enabled this command where we are adding the IP address to trusted host, then it will not give us that command. Okay, so let me clear the screen and let me run the script again. Okay, and here localhost, and here I'm giving the book one, which is my input file. And this time we are not getting error because we are adding the IP address to the trusted host. And we can see here the computer is restarting. Now the computer will be joined in the domain. Okay, now I'll try to log in. And you can see here now it is using the SITIC domain. So I'll put the username. And you can see I'm able to log in with the domain account on this computer. And you can see here now it is joined to the domain. And in the same computer also, let me open the server manager. Now it is showing as a domain. Okay, and this computer is joined to the domain. And if I open the output file, it is showing as a success message and joined to the domain. So both computer are joined to the domain and it is giving the output value. If you have any questions on this, please put into the comment box. I'll try to answer that. If you like this video, please share, like, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching the video.